Hello and welcome to News 9. I'm Nishchita, and first up, stand-up comic acts have often landed people in trouble. Master Hiranaya was at the receiving end today when his joke sparked off a furor.
Now this is what comedian Master Hiranaya said, and what followed was this. He taunted Siddaramaiah, saying that the CM is trying to be polite just before elections, and this is what his so-called joke prompted. Yes, unfortunately, the crowd did not find any humor in his speech. Accusing Master Hiranaya of using foul language against Siddaramaiah, supporters of MLA Somashekar went on a vandalizing spree in Mysore. The event was a felicitation ceremony held at another Brahma auditorium in Mysore, but it was the violence that made all the noise. Not just that, Congress workers even took their fight to the streets as they stepped outside the auditorium and tore down posters of Master Hiranaya and burnt it on the streets. As the joke caused a furor, Master Hiranaya was quick to clarify, saying that he did not mean to hurt anyone's sentiments. It was only meant to be a joke. Master Hiranaya then visited Chief Minister Siddaramaiah at his residence and apologized for his comments. Surprisingly, even though his supporters had taken offense to his words, Siddaramaiah was very understanding. He asked his supporters to take the joke lightly and stop all protests. He stated that Master Hiranaya is a senior theatre personality and that he must not be disrespected this way. Going a step further, he promised security to him against any threat. Well, as they say, all is well that ends well. We just hope the CM supporters see the funny side to his comments. Ram for News 9, Mysore.
And well, the Election Commission today knocked on the doors of the BJP in Varanasi. The EC conducted raids at the BJP office, and here's what they found.
Just today, before Varanasi goes to polls, yet another big blow was rendered to the BJP, and once again, courtesy the Election Commission. Election Commission officials today conducted a raid on the BJP office in Varanasi after repeated complaints that it was wooing voters with goodies.
जब यहाँ पता चला कि बनियान और पंपलेट इंचार्ज बांटने के लिए जा रहे हैं तो मुझे पता चला ऊपर से मैं आया देखा कुछ सामान बनियान जो है गाड़ी मारुति सुजुकी में रखा हुआ था कुछ अंदर पैक थे उसको मैंने देखा और देखने के बाद जो मैंने कहा भाई कहाँ ले जा रहे वो कह रहे केंद्रीकरण के आज ही ले जाने की क्या जरूरत थी तो कहने वापस करने हम का 2 दिन बाद नहीं जा सकता था उसके बाद उन्होंने विरोध भी किया उसमें 274 बनियान मिली है 2000 सिक्के मिले हैं वो छोटे छोटे जो जिससे मोदी जी का मिला और 5000 पंपलेट हैं जिससे सभी लोगों को मोनोग्राम है उसमें उचित कार्रवाई की जाएगी प्रेक्षक भी मौजूद हैं हम ही हैं थाना सिगरा के तो हैं और सब लोग हैं.
The BJP has now landed in a soup considering the timing of these raids. More importantly, this will only escalate the war between the BJP and the Election Commission, because there is no doubt that the Saffron Party will cry foul and call the raid a political conspiracy. But these raids have only confirmed what several parties have alleged in the past. The AAP had even complained to the Election Commission against the BJP, stating that the party was distributing alcohol and money, among other things, to woo voters. There's no doubt that the Saffron Party's clean image in the holy city will be questioned post this incident, but will it affect Brand Modi? Will the people of Varanasi hesitate to vote for BJP? A News 9 report.
And well, just a day before the last phase of the longest election in the history of the country, top brass of the BJP met with RSS leaders. The timing of the meet has raised many eyebrows. Take a look.
Two meetings in less than 24 hours. The discourse between the Bharatiya Janata Party and the RSS continued today as the Saffron Party President Rajnath Singh met top brass of the RSS for the second time in 24 hours. Today's meet came after BJP's PM candidate Narendra Modi met RSS chief Mohan Rao Bhagwat late last night. Singh is believed to have discussed party strategy in view of the last phase of elections tomorrow and counting of votes on the 16th of May. Sources revealed that the RSS took stock of BJP's performance in the election so far and discussed post-poll strategy. Top RSS leaders including Bayaji Joshi, who is second in command in RSS after Mohan Bhagwat, was also part of the deliberations with the BJP president. Both the meetings took place a day after it was curtains down on the election campaign. This has raised many eyebrows within the political circles. Congress launches a scathing attack. Many Congress leaders criticized the BJP-RSS meet, accusing the RSS of remote controlling the BJP. Congress said that the two meetings exposed the nexus.
This is the oldest, most well-known remote control of Indian politics in direct operation under your nose. You have only seen the remote running to the control. These are people who allege remote control. What you are seeing is a supposed mythical, hypothetical Sangh Sarkar trying to take control. The prime ministerial aspirant is no more with all his 56-inch chest except someone running like a control to the remote.
सुबह से शाम तक कांग्रेस पार्टी को नेहरू गांधी परिवार का गुलाम बताने वाले खुद आज संघ परिवार की गुलामी करने के लिए पहुंच गए। कल तक तो मोदी सरकार थी और उसके बाद शाम होते ही ये संघ सरकार की बात शुरू हो गई। देश को देखना चाहिए कि इस देश में राज किसका होगा। देखिए, ये कोई पहली बार नहीं है। मैं तो लगातार ये बात कहता चला आ रहा हूं। क्या नरेंद्र मोदी जी को प्रधानमंत्री का उम्मीदवार बीजेपी ने बनाया? भारतीय जनता पार्टी अपने फैसले अपने आप करने में सक्षम नहीं है। आज एक बार फिर ये बात साबित होती है जो बात हम कहते थे कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी के फैसले आरएसएस करता।
Leaders from other political parties also took a dig at the BJP following the meet.
1949 में सरदार पटेल को एक एफिडेविट में संघ प्रमुख ने भविष्य में किसी भी राजनीतिक कार्यक्रम में हिस्सा न लेने का आश्वासन दिया था। श्री नरेंद्र मोदी के आगमन के बाद ये सारे आश्वासन झूठे पड़ गए।
RSS plays down speculations. While political parties are lashing out at the BJP's RSS connection following the two meetings, RSS attempted damage control. Dattatreya Hosabale, an RSS leader, rubbished the claims of the alleged political agenda behind the meet.
यहाँ कोई ऐसे कोई स्ट्रेटेजी पॉलिटिकल सिनेरियो नहीं हुआ। वो एक सरसंघ चालक के यहाँ थे, ऐसे उनको मालूम हुआ वो अटल जी से मिलने के लिए दिल्ली आए थे, ऐसे उन्होंने कहा। स्वाभाविक है मोहन राव भागवत जी भी आए, मैं मिलके जाऊंगा, ऐसे करके आए। राजनाथ सिंह जी, सरकारवाजी भैया जी जोशी, सोनी जी, सुरेश जी सोनी सह सरकारवाह और हम भी थे। हम लोगों से वो मिले, जनरली बातचीत कैसे देश भर के वातावरण, लगभग कल नरेंद्र मोदी जी से बात हुई उसी प्रकार देश भर के अच्छे वातावरण है। एक एनडीए के समर्थन में मोदी जी के लहर के बारे में वो सब बात हुई।
A new beginning of RSS BJP fairy tale. This is the big question doing the rounds following the two BJP RSS meets. The BJP and its PM candidate Narendra Modi have certainly turned things around in electoral politics this Lok Sabha polls. While the Saffron Party's popularity is soaring, the RSS connection had remained in the background. But now with the top brass of the BJP having dialogues with their RSS counterparts, just after the curtains roll down on campaigning, many speculations are doing the rounds. If the BJP-led NDA emerges victorious, will the RSS play a major role in politics from the background? A News 9 report.
Well, the Election Commission is drawing severe flack from the Bharatiya Janata Party as well as AAP for giving a clean chit to Rahul Gandhi. Both the parties have reacted strongly to this decision.
Rao over clean chit to Rahul. Just a day after the Election Commission gave a clean chit to Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi, both the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP questioned the same on Twitter. उत्तर प्रदेश के चुनाव आयुक्त ने राहुल को दोषी भी पाया और किसी कार्रवाई से भी इनकार कर दिया। ये इंसाफ है? सभी पक्षों से पूछताछ की भी जरूरत नहीं समझी गई। खैर, हम थमने वाले नहीं हैं। BJP candidate Smriti Irani took pot shots at the poll panel.
Strange that as BJP candidate, I was not informed about the malfunctioning of EVM at the booth Mr. Gandhi visited. Stranger yet, instead of an EC official checking a malfunction in EVM, it's the Congress candidate who is allowed to inspect the same.
Smriti Irani also asked for a special observer in Amethi to ensure free and fair counting on May 16th. Meanwhile, BJP national spokesperson Meenakshi Lekhi today said that the Election Commission behaved and reacted in a different manner in this case and in Modi's Selfie Rao case.
EVM काम कर रही थी या नहीं कर रही थी, ये विश्लेषण का विषय है या इन्वेस्टिगेशन का विषय है। इस केस में FIR दर्ज करने का आदेश तुरंत क्यों नहीं दिया गया? मैं नहीं कह रही कि CEC ने जो कुछ निर्णय दिया वो गलत है या सही है, लेकिन उस निर्णय में मैं ये प्रश्न चिन्ह जरूर लगा रही हूँ कि एक जगह आपने पहले FIR कराई और निर्णय बाद में किया, यहाँ पर निर्णय किया और स्पष्टीकरण दिया और कोई FIR नहीं हुई।
The Congress has said that the party will always analyze the order of the Election Commission.
We are not here to analyze on television channels the rightness or wrongness of something which the Chief Election Commissioner and his two colleagues have in a written order dealt with. Now the question ends, as far as we are concerned, that lack of permission was part of the order which has been given. It has been held to be non-culpable. If anybody is so agitated, they are welcome to take legal action. We stand by what is the official domain, public domain of a order by a statutory constitutional authority.
Even as both parties are questioning the clean chit given to Rahul Gandhi, there has been no reaction from the poll panel so far. Will the Election Commission come up with an explanation is what remains to be seen. A News 9 report.